Starting right off with some time lapse, I'm just polishing up the bezels. They're in pretty good shape. So they just took a little of the cleaner wax and just get some of the gunk off them. They really did look pretty nice when they're done. One of them had some marks on the bottom. I'm not sure where those came from, but all in all, pretty good. And now I know you're all waiting for this, the results of the test. So I had to solder up some leads, and away we go. Wow, quite a difference, eh? I mean, I expected this. The physics say that the direct light from the filament through the lens to the viewer should be the same, but the fill light should be different, should be a lot brighter. So these are probably 40% brighter than they were, although the white that I chose was not pure white, and so it has a slight amber to the fill light. Pretty good, though. Well, hello there. It's time for final assembly of the taillights. Here's the final result. Paint's dry, which I was having trouble with there. I ended up having to repaint these because the first paint didn't harden up. This paint here was harder after 3 hours than the other paint after 3 days. So now I'm just going to put it together. And what you'll notice here, because I'm using sockets that plug in from the back, I don't use the gaskets because they just don't seal very well, and they fail. And you start getting water in the taillights, and then your taillights are dim. So what I choose to do is use butyl strip. So that is what I am doing. I replace the gasket with butyl strip, and then I have a permanently sealed taillight, which doesn't make any difference because I am changing bulbs from inside the trunk. I don't have to remove the lens to change a bulb. So instead, I just put the butyl strip. Oh man, I made that one just a bit too short, but let me just stretch it a bit and it'll be fine. There's one. Well, I'm just going to make it longer than it needs to be, and then I don't have to worry about it being too short. This stuff is really sticky. This is the same stuff they set windshields with. So I suspect it's going to work really good. Now I just want to trim out the excess here. Kind of just make a bit of a... Also, the butyl seems to stop rust because it adheres to the surface so well. I'm half tempted to mount these taillights to the body using butyl because it'll stop the rust from the back side of the housing, which was the main problem with my taillights. Okay, once I get that cut, And just kind of smush it up. Doesn't matter if it's a little thicker than it's supposed to be. Same thing over here. I also found myself opening up the holes for the mounting of the taillight housings because they were off somehow and the lights were crooked. Boy, this stuff is so sticky. I've had it down like this so you could see me actually do my work. Sorry about that. Okay. I did manage to scratch the paint a little bit when I was trimming on one of the sides there. You can just barely see it in the video. There, just like that. Now, when I put it together, I don't want to just put it down because once it sticks, it's really going to stick. So I got to put it inside the bezel and then drop the bezel on right over the screw holes. Just like that. So now the screw holes are all lined up, see? And I just kind of give her a little push. She'll stick there. Now I'll just push it real good. In on the edges so you don't crack the plastic. Just like that. See, now this taillight is watertight sealed. Just like the factory sealed ones you get in new cars. They're just that weather tight. Righto. And you plop that in like so. And stick the screws in. Yeah, the screws are actually the hardware that's in the worst condition. I could have replaced them, I suppose, but what the heck. Call it a survivor part. Frankly, if I hadn't had stuff get delayed on delivery, I probably wouldn't have spent this much time getting these things this good. You know, it's just that I've got time to kill, or so it feels, and so I just stay at it and work at it meticulously. And there you have it. It's now completely weather tight. So there it is. It's all completed. The bezels are all cleaned up. And looks like a nice brand new light. I got my new sockets. So these are the best ones I could find. Pico 5441 PT. Double contact, repaired, Ford, 1970 to 1980. Okay. It looks just very much like the original Ford one, which is right here. You know, it looks about the same. It's got a ground lug on it, though, that the Ford one didn't, which I am going to utilize. Slightly different on the way that the contacts are done on the inside. A little heat shrink will take care of that, though. I mean, there's more of a chance of shorting the way those are done, the way these Picos are done. But it was the best ones I could find that had the right fit and feel and everything to it. And, you know, they just pop right in the back there. I'm not going to do it right now because the paint is still green enough it'll just chip right off. But there you have it. My completed taillights. I think that looks pretty sharp. That will wrap it up. That is the end of my small projects video. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you wish. I'll just keep working on Betsy, and eventually it's going to be on the road. Later.